Hello, my name is Layla, and today I will be discussing the representation and the performance made by the Hispanic/Latino actor Ricardo Darín in the movie Argentina 1985, and how that film contradicts Hispanic and Latino stereotypes. To begin, I personally believe that Ricardo did an amazing job in his performance in the movie, as well as being able to represent the Hispanic and Latino communities throughout the film. During the film, the actors and directors were able to bring out the emotions and the feelings that were going around during that time of the event, and while watching, you could also feel those feelings because of how genuine these actors were acting, as well as it gives a much bigger understanding of what really happened in Argentina during that time, about the trials and the dictatorships and all of this. It gives you the side of the prosecutor, which is Ricardo's character Julio. He's the main prosecutor who gets assigned with the task. Going back to the representation, Ricardo was able to provide a really good representation of both Latino and Hispanics in general, along with the actual event that happened, like I said earlier. In the actual movie, it's clear that Latino and Hispanics aren't like their stereotypes at all. There's almost no point in the movie where drugs are even mentioned, which is one of the bigger stereotypes, being like, a lot of Hispanic and Latinos are drug dealers, are obsessed with drugs. There's almost no mention of that. I'm pretty sure isn't actually no mention of that. There may be a few threats here and there, but that is because of other things. And with the event, it, like I said earlier, gives a deeper understanding of what really happened, and it shows you things that if you haven't looked into the actual event or like the dictatorship during the 1980s in Argentina, it really helps you begin to really understand it. Personally, I didn't know about the dictatorship until I watched this movie, and I would say that it's very entertaining, it's very informative, and I would watch it again. But I think it really does, I think Ricardo does a really good job representing all of it. Bringing back stereotypes, the film contradicts the US's and maybe other places' stereotypes about Hispanics and Latinos entirely, almost. It's clear that the director didn't really want any of those stereotypes being put into play. And I get that this is a historical movie. It's made to teach about the event. And I know that Julio and Luis were real people, but in contradiction to these U.S. stereotypes about these communities, it's almost like they're completely different. as an example, a lot of the U.S. stereotypes, if you are Hispanic and Latino and you're put into a movie or TV show, a lot of the time, like I would say around 8 out of 10 times, you would normally see Hispanics and Latinos being in bad guy positions, like drug dealers, traffickers, drug addicts, just all around bad people, and it can drag the Hispanic and Latino legacy in the mud, especially in the U.S. However, in this film, that it flips entirely. Instead of Hispanics and Latinos being as what in negative light, they are instead in very, very important positions. Like Julio is the prosecutor for like a law firm, which again is a very high and very important place and job to work in. And adding on to this, his job in this, especially in this event, became so important that he actually had been able to meet like the president of, like, pretty sure it was Argentina in its whole, and that's like how important his job was, along with woman too. In like U.S. Movies and films, a lot of the women would be sexy. I remember using the word dolls in class before the midterm, and in this movie that also flips on its side. Most of these women are independent. They can think for their own. They do good things. There were, I think, about 3 women on the prosecutor's team to pile the evidence and to help gather all this information. And they were just normal, everyday girls who had become lawyers and actually were brave enough to be a part of this case in this trial, making them be seen as like brave. That's all I have to talk about today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good day, evening, or night.